Lust beat you again because you're approaching it in the wrong way. You need to realize that both the strongest man to have ever lived and the wisest man to have ever lived were both defeated by lust. Meaning it's not about how strong you get, it's not about how many books you read. It's about having a clear strategy. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the exact strategy that I use to actually overcome lust and defeat it every single time. The first thing I need you to understand is that it is hard to hit a moving target. So you need to keep yourself busy. When you are idle, you are such an easy target. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. You must keep yourself busy. And the way you do that is by having a purpose, having some sort of mission that you are working towards. My mission is changing the world. I'm trying to help people improve themselves without losing themselves. Self-improvement with morality. Because you see a lot of people improving themselves, but they still feel empty because they're being told to chase after women. They're being told to chase after cars and watches, and they believe that these things will fulfill them, but they won't. What will fulfill you is changing people's lives and having a positive impact in the world. And as long as I have this mission and purpose, I become too busy for lust. I don't have time to be lustful because I'm just focused on my goals and achieving and most importantly, helping people. So you need to become a move-in target too. Otherwise, you become an easy target. And this links to the second point of actually going to bed early. I know so many times you've fallen at nighttime. I'm sure you've heard nothing good happens at night. Not entirely true, maybe partially true. But I want you to understand this crazy thing about your brain. When your brain has been up for a long period of time, your brain starts making decisions like you are drunk. You're making decisions like you are 4 drinks deep because you've been up for too long and your brain is tired. That's when you start making decisions that don't really align with who you are. They don't really align with your values. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, why did I do that? And you beat yourself up about it. You're like, man, I was making progress. I was actually changing for the better. And now I'm here again, stuck. It's because you're staying up too late. Go to bed early. When you stay up too late, remember this. It is like you are drunk. Your brain is making decisions like you are drunk because you are tired. So go to bed. Stop staying up unnecessarily late. And if you're going to go out and you're going to go out late, make sure that you're controlling the environments you're in. Make sure that you're not making silly decisions that you're going to regret. Keep that future version of you in mind. Make decisions that will put the future version of you in a better position, not a worse position. So the future version of you can look back and be like, I thank you for that decision that you made today because you put me in a good position. And when you realize that that future version of you isn't some separate alternate universe being, multiverse, whatever, that's actually you. You're going to have to live that reality that you're setting yourself up for in the future. At some point, make the right decisions. Genuinely make the right decisions. There was this girl that I used to work with back in the day. And this isn't even that long ago, to be honest. And she thought I was attractive. As you do. Can't blame her. Very good taste, obviously. And I remember there was one time, somehow, like she was working near my house. And I was rushing to go meet a friend one time. And she saw me. And then she was messaging me like, oh, it's so good to see all this. And I was trying to be nice. I was like, oh yeah, nice seeing you. And then a few days later, she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be at the end of your road in an hour. Can you meet me there? And I saw the message, obviously, but I did not reply. I did not reply. Why? Because I was busy. I mean, she probably wanted to get busy, but I was too busy for her to want to get busy with me. You get the point? Be busy. When you have nothing to do because you don't have anything going on in your life, you don't have any big goals that you're trying to achieve, you're free to do everything. Like if you keep on saying yes to every single thing that people say to you, that is an indicator that you're not busy enough. Because me being busy meant that I didn't even have time for whatever games that girl was trying to play. But if I didn't have anything else going on, I mean, okay, that's the most interesting thing going on in my life. Why don't I just say yes? You see what I'm saying? Get some difficult goals written down and start working towards them. As soon as you have these difficult goals that will require a lot of action on your side, a lot of the things that are now entertaining you, they're not going to be that entertaining anymore. And let's even take it a step further. This is what I told someone in my community. The reason why you keep on falling, the reason why you keep on getting into this loop of doing the same thing over and over again is because you're comfortable. The stakes aren't high enough. You know those times where you had to get something done, so you got it done. But if there's a chance that you can just be lustful again and it won't really change too much, you won't care. So I told the guy in my community, let's up the stakes. If you do not achieve these goals that you have set today in front of me on this call, you have to shave your eyebrows off and you have to shave all of the hair above your neck. So any goatee that you've developed, your mustache, your eyebrows, your head, it all has to go if you don't achieve your goals. Best believe he changed very quickly and he started making very, very good progress towards the goals that we set. The stakes were high. How high are you willing to make the stakes in your life? How much do you actually care about your destiny and your future and your potential and the state of your future family, your future wife, your future kids, your ability to change the world? How much do you care about it? How much do you really want to become that dream version of you? Let's put it to the test. Let's put your eyebrows on the line and all the hair above your neck. If those are the stakes, I promise you're not going to keep on doing the same things that you're doing because you're not going to be comfortable anymore. That's what you need. You need goals. You need to make the stakes high. And when you do that, it'll be very easy for you to not make these mistakes that you perpetually make. And you're like, oh, I'll change. But then you keep doing it again. Oh, I'll change. Oh, I fell again. Like, you just don't want it bad enough. If someone told you that if you didn't do this again, you would get millions of pounds, you wouldn't do it again. We both know you wouldn't. That says a lot about you. You say you want to overcome lust, but maybe you don't really want it as bad as you think. That's something to think about. But realize that you need to keep yourself busy. You need to have a sense of purpose. You need to have drive. Once you have those hard goals, you have that sense of purpose, you have that mission, it will be so easy to overcome lust, genuinely. Nothing good happens when you have nothing going on, because now everything becomes appealing. So remember that. And this is one of the few lessons, or one of the 30 lessons, in the Overcoming Lust Blueprint in my community. So if you want access to all the other lessons in that blueprint, click the link in the description. It'll be somewhere so you can watch all of it and you can overcome lust. And there's other blueprints in there on like confidence, having a positive mindset, getting your dream physique, bulletproof mindset, being magnetic, like social skills, calls, community of like-minded high achievers. Yeah, it's great. So if you want to check that out, if that's interesting to you, click the link in the description. If you have any questions as well, send me a DM. A lot of you have been DMing me. I appreciate that. I reply to as many as I can. But yeah, you can do this. Just set some difficult goals, make the stakes high, keep yourself busy, and you will be cooking. I'll see you in the next one.